Libra, let's clear some smoke. Let's see what is going on for you in general, darling. Let's take a look at the energy surrounding you. See what it is that Divine wants you to know. All right, so Divine may have three best cards for our lovely Libra right now. Three best cards for energy for Libra. Right. Let's see, two more, please. We got two. We're gonna take them. All right. I do hope all is well and that you are doing well, my dear. In general, overall. So let's see. Mental energy. We have the tribe. So right now, the well-being of your tribe is on your mind. Now this could be about chosen family and your blood, as well as work. It could be the entire, all of it coming together: work, relationships, family, friendships, colleagues, etc. But the main thing is the overall protection of the tribe and how it's working, because 8 is the number here, and 8 is about action, change, and regeneration. And there may be some things that you want to change and restructure regarding that. And more than likely, it's your space and how you feel like you're showing up in the tribe versus trying to change the tribe, okay? How can you show up better? In the environment, you have message in a bottle and flexible. So right now there is a need and a desire for guidance here. We have 15 breaking down to a 6. Sixes are about cooperation, harmony, and compassion. Ding, ding, ding. All three are all Libra energy and in your wheelhouse. And right now you are probably searching for a solution, feeling somewhat kind of like you're not at rest. You know what I'm saying? Like there is energy of a lack of peace here, but it doesn't feel like it's something where it's an external attack. It's just something that you feel like you can be doing more or being more peaceful or creating more peace in the environment, because flexible is here. 19 breaking down to a 10s. 10s are about completion, renewal, and finality, and there's an end of a cycle here. So it could be about you punching through a certain comfort zone that you're ready to expand, and how is this going to affect the tribe, because you want to do something a bit different. So this message in a bottle is divine energy that you're looking to try to translate those messages that are coming through to put everything together, because it may be coming to you in different ways. Like you could be getting, you could be, for instance, seeing your good omens in your environment, your personal ones. Like you may like a specific song or a specific insect, like butterflies or dragonflies, or you're seeing honeybees, or things of that nature, or a certain number keeps showing up for synergy for you, and you keep seeing all these different symbols and feelings, and you're trying to decipher these messages from your angels, from your ancestors, your guardians, from God, the divine energy, and you're just not able to pull everything together. So I feel like subconsciously you're being reminded to be flexible here and to not try to take it by force, but allow everything to come together, because it's probably going to be a moment of like, oh, it all just comes together. You could literally be watching a movie, reading a book, driving and see a sign, and it's like, oh my God, that's what it's all, because that's what it's been trying to tell me. And then we have in the spiritual wheelhouse TikTok, where you're trying to move things according to your time and not just rest and relax and be assured that you're on divine time. 30 breaking down to a 3, and 3 is about growth, expression, and creativity. And so you may need to get in alignment with the divine and the God energy in order to create and manifest your divine path, your place on your path right now. Okay, but let's get into some details for you, darling, for this wonderful month of May. Mayflowers, Cinco de Mayo, Memorial Day, starting out the summer. May is actually May is an awesome month in terms of energy shifting. So let's see here. All right, darling, deep breath. Open mind, open heart. And let's see what the divine needs you to know. May have 10 best cards for the details here. lot of introspection this month, reflection. And spring is the season of bursting forth, new blossom, new energy. Hermit showing up, coming out of the winter season. Hibernation coming into the spring, bursting forth. And let's see here. The Empress, okay. That is your energy as well in Major Arcana. I think you see this Libra, Taurus, and Libra and Taurus, I think, predominantly share Empress energy in the major. Okay. Of course, Justice is your major arcana, but reflections in Libra too are an Empress. However, okay, so starting off, you have the Ten of Cups and the Hermit. Ten of Cups in reverse, and it reflect back to this, how you're looking at your tribe. With the Hermit here facing this Ten of Cups in reverse, which is more so I feel about introspection, some changes that you want to make. You're having, I feel like, a growth spurt here in various areas of your life. One is going to be about your environment of where you are looking to expand it. And in order to expand it, it may involve you changing it completely, of where you're looking to relocate yourself in some shape, form, or fashion, whether it be across town or across country or across the world, depending on where you are and your path and what you want to do. You're looking and beginning to really seriously consider this change. And in doing so, that's why the tribe energy is here. And then doubling down with the Ten of Cups is where you're thinking about, but what if I do this? How will it affect everyone? And what's my place here? Will I be remembered? Will I be forgotten? Will I be ridiculed? Will people discourage me from making this change? Sounds, definitely Libra energy of trying to think through every particular of what that decision would make. And then finally you get to yourself, which is the Hermit energy. And this is again where you're tapping in with the divine, with this energy of message in a bottle and flexibility, of wanting to, of course, remain more so focused on what you will need, because at the end of the day, Libra, it is going to be about your life and your overall happiness and what it means to you. Sometimes we can get into a place where we're so worried about changing our environment and our surroundings, and we deflect that energy on what it's going to mean to other people. But we do remember that we are most of the time dealing with adults, and people can travel. Okay, they can come and see us. And when it comes to family, especially when you're dealing with your parents, you do think about distance and what is that going to mean. But that's also why your parents reared you and raised you and wanted you to go out and experience the world. So it's really going to be about coming to peace with yourself about this conversation, which is what the Hermit mode is about, and getting to a place of where you understand what it is you want to do, why you want to do it, and how that's going to overall affect you in every state, in your mental, your energy, your physical energy, and your emotional energy. If those three things have a stronger point of coming to an alliance and an alignment, then the move would be great for you. And again, the move doesn't necessarily have to be permanent, because life is not permanent. You could go away for a year and a half, 2 years, and can return. So the point is, how badly do you want to go, and how important is it? Now, at the center, you have King of Discs in reverse, Magician in reverse. So this is a fear of flying energy. The King of Pentacles in reverse is where you, kudos to you, Libra. Even if you think you don't have everything you need to do this, you do. However, you're not in mental alignment. Strength is not present in the mental space in order to make the choice. So you're wisely reserving this. You're not just going to do the fool's leap and just jump and be like, okay, I'll figure it out, which no one can figure it out. Is very few signs that can figure it out as well as Libra can, and when put into an environment, because we're such great communicators, and, we know how to network and build rapport and on a in a moment with anyone. So it's easy for us to transition in and out of spaces and places and environments. We have a chameleon-like energy. I mean, air sign, blow in a gentle breeze, or we can come with force. It depends on where we are and what we need to do. With the King of Discs in reverse, you have all the resources necessary. But right now, the strength of the choice is not there. You just don't feel safe enough to take that first step. The Magician in reverse is your when the Magician is on the board, you ooh, excuse me. You definitely want to be mindful of what you're thinking and saying and doing. But here being the reverse in the surrounding energies, um, you know, it's really about you working against yourself in a lot of ways, because I feel like it's just you coming up with every single option to convince yourself that this is not the right decision, up until the point that you're probably thinking it's just selfish of you to do this. And what do we have here? Two of discs, clarifying these two. Change. And it's just uncomfortable, but I think it's more so uncomfortable for you to think about how other people are going to feel about this change. Nine of discs here, the culmination of your choice and how people are going to view you. And you don't want anyone to be upset or disappointed, or you don't want to argue with anyone about things. There's a part of you that just wants to make the choice, buy the ticket, get the place, and then just be like, hey, I'm gone, right? Or just call them when you get there, like, oh, by the way, I moved cross country. Hey, like, what? And not tell anyone because you don't want to hear anyone try to discourage you, which for you, and they may just try to talk you into staying, which for you it would feel like they're trying to discourage you. So this would clarify the King of Pentacles being in the reverse of where you don't feel completely solid about the choice just yet. Is what the divine is trying to ask you. Not on with that TikTok. You don't be on your clock, be on mine. I will tell you, we'll make the decision together to create and manifest the divine life and lifestyle that you have in your heart. If you allow me to take the lead here, I can show you what you need to do. The Six of Swords in reverse would indicate it's not time to move forward. It's not time for that transition just yet. It's in the process. Things are still being laid out. The road is still ahead. There's still some things for you to do where you are. And again, you must be solid on the choice, because if you move and you move with the energy and heaviness and burden, you won't fully experience. You'll be consistently looking back, and you know what happens when you look back. You turn into a pillar of salt. You don't want to be that. It's time for excitement and enjoyment and broadening your horizons and being of service and serving others during this transition. So in order to be your full self and present, slow down, hold on, wait for the divine's input. Okay. Now here we have also clarifying this energy up top. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse and Three of Swords upright. And see, there's still some things, some unresolved energy that that you're needing to deal with. This is what the divine is asking of you. That Nine of Cups in reverse with the clarifying the Ten of Cups in reverse. You are happy about the changes that you're considering making, that you're going to make. But there's still, with this Three of Swords clarifying the term energy too, there's sorrow here. There's some things that you need to make peace with. There's some things you need to resolve for yourself in your current environment, so that you will not carry those burdens, emotional burdens and mental doubts forward. You need clarity. You need to be in a space of clarity and focus and curiosity when you make that transition. You need to be in a space of where you're confident in yourself, and you've made in your past is the strength that is propelling you forward to create this new future. The Two of Wands and then the Hangman energy here is about perspective and planning. Okay, and that's also the thing to come in alignment here. Interesting grounding energy represented with the red. Yellow is about solar plexus, which is about confidence. And then we have the pyramid here, which would be divine knowledge, wisdom. And then the green, the earth is grounded and steady. Okay, so these are all the things that you need to be focusing on and getting clarity on, because what you can always go, and you can, you can always come back, but you can't always go. And when you go, if you have the power and the wherewithal to go with everything in as close alignment as possible, you should give yourself that fair chance. You should give yourself that advantage, and you can do this. And this feels is what the divine is signaling to you here. If it was ready, if you were willing, ready, and able to go right now, you wouldn't be in this place trying to still gain perspective here of what's not shown to you. Of course, this right now is about fear, the shades of gray, instead of it just being the excitement and being able to lift yourself up into the clouds and fly. That fear of flying here. And then we have the Empress here. represented with lioness energy. And, you know, all things considered, now that we know, we've kind of put some names and some focus on the spaces that are all positive. They just need clarity, which means they need divine time. The divine needs a space to be able to help you think things through. That's what you're being asked to do, to come in alignment with the divine wisdom that we all possess, to come into a space of where you go into prayer and meditation, and you begin to journal and ask the important questions. Even if you just write out where you want to go, and then you list a bunch of questions as to why. What is it going to mean here? What do I look forward to? How will I do this? How will I do that? To begin to put your mind in that space of thinking that, because right now you're thinking about all the things that you're going to be leaving behind. What does this mean? And you very well may be using your tribe and your family as an excuse to not do this thing. And if you're going to do it, you got to be bold. You got to be courageous. You have to be brave to know that the people behind you are supporting you and not trying to hinder or harm you. Now, the question is, are they really doing that? But that will only come when you sit with it. You make the space to sit with the divine, with the God energy, ask those important questions, and then quietly listen for the responses and the direction in your environment. Okay? So let's get into divine strategy moving forward. Okay. So, dear Libra, you have Seven of Cups in reverse, and then we also have the Moon card in reverse. Remember, early on, the energy was described as you not knowing, and it was some type of energy of you saying that, I don't know, what is this going to mean, where it created an apprehension and a fear of flying. Okay, but here with the Seven of Cups in reverse, you're not in doubt emotionally about wanting to make this change and this transition. You know, at this time on your path, you need this change in your environment. It's important for your growth and for your development. You are sure of this. You know that. You're in position to do it. You want to do it. You really need to do it. You desire to make this change. The Moon card being in reverse, there's nothing being hidden from you in terms of your abilities to handle and manage and make the best of this change. You're going to be successful at it. There's no need for you to doubt that. There's no need of fear of you in that. And that may be of something that with this Magician in reverse, you were conjuring up to say, well, I may not be able to do. Like you and child, me and you both know. Stop playing. Of course you're going to make the best of it. Of course you're going to come out up top. Feed me to the wolves and I'm going to come back leading the pack. That's Libra energy. Okay, nobody can do lone energy like the Libra, because we can be in a room full of people and everybody think they know us and we like, yeah, well, I'm glad everybody's happy and y'all make me happy and I'm happy to be here, but y'all don't know me. Libra's the one of the most known unknown energies, and it's not even like, it's not about game playing or being shady, anything like that. It's like Libra has the ability to be completely involved and removed at the same time, and it's just it's a part of us. It's what makes us unique, I feel. Two of Cups is here, and it's with no lack of sincerity, no lack of empathy. Libra be the first to take the give you their last and all of this. Like, it's just kind of, we're judgment, and you do have to be impartial. And that's the best way to describe our energy. Like, we're impartial, and that allows us to put our best foot forward and be our best for people. Because we can be objective. We can be impartial. So Two of Cups here with the Six of Wands in reverse. So with the Two of Cups here, this is really, I feel like, about you coming into alignment. And it very well may be with the most important people, like having this discussion with, if you have a partner, okay, or someone that you have a romantic interest with your best friends, with your relatives, your mom, your dad, your siblings, your people that are close, your nuclear family, like everybody that's closest to you, okay, to have set up these individual moments and meet with them. And more than likely, Libra, you're going to meet with people like, you go do it. This will be great for you. You may be afraid of having those conversations because you don't want them to look back across that table and tell you they don't want you to go. But it feels like with real strength that you're going to hear so many ways of why they want you to go out and do this for yourself. Because again, they'll be here. They're planes, trains, and automobiles to get to wherever you are. Okay, because people they're gonna ride for you. Like, oh well, oh my God, you want to move where? Please, girl, please. I've been wanting to go there all this time. If you live there, oh, it's gonna be great. We can have all this fun, and other people give you the quiet, calm, philosophical. Like, of course, it's a great city. All the new people, you know how you love. Da, 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 da. And then the Six of Wands right now. And the victory is just delayed because you need this peace in speaking with your loved ones and your closest family to understand what they feel, and also for them to encourage you and to reinforce the hope and the encouragement that you have within yourself. You need that external support. Okay? Nothing wrong with that, Libra. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? I appreciate you, and I especially appreciate your time and your attention. And remember that back then is not now. Always be in harmony with your surroundings. Stay sucker free. Hope to see you again.